Good morning, children. So let's continue doing exercise 4. So question number 6. In the last class we have done question number 5. So today we'll continue with question number 6. Find the cube roots of the following numbers by prime factorization method. So Roman number 1, it is given 125. If we do the prime factorization of 125, we'll get 5 into 5 into 5. Therefore this forms the group. So therefore the cube root of 125 is 5. Similarly, for Roman number 6, 1728, if we do the prime factorization of 1728, so this is the answer. From these 3 we can take 3, from this we can take 2, again from this 2 we can take 2. So therefore the cube root of this will be 3 into 2 into 2. Since there is one minus sign, so we will give one minus sign here. So the answer is minus 12. So then then Roman number 7, it is given minus 3375 by 4913. So if we take the cube root similarly as square root, so we can separate the cube root here. So if we separate the cube root, that means the cube root of minus 3375, the cube root of minus 3375 is minus 15. Here we have obtained the answer. Since a minus sign is there, so therefore we have given one minus sign here. And the cube root of 4913 is 17. So this is the answer. So therefore minus 15 by 17 is the answer. Then let's move to question number 7. Question number 7, it is given to evaluate. So we'll be doing question number 7, Roman number 3. So question number 7, Roman number 3. So this 0.003375 we can express in a fraction in this manner, that is 3375. Since how many decimal places are there? Just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore we have taken 6 zeros. So if we take the cube root of this one, 3375, as I already asked you to remember the table of cube root. Remember the table of cubes up to 15. We know that the value of 15 cube is 3375. So therefore in place of cube root of 3375 we can write 15, and here in the denominator it will be 100 since 6 zeros are there. So if we form the pair, that means 2 zeros will come, so therefore it is 100. So when we convert this into decimal, we can write as 0.15. So this is the answer. So then question number 8. Question number 8, it is given that we need to show this one. So let us take the LHS part, that is the cube root of 27 into cube root of 125. So cube root of 27 is 3 into cube root of 125 is 5. So that is 3 into 5 is equals to 15. Again the RHS part. So this is the RHS part. It is the cube root of 27 into 125. So 27 into 125 is 3375. Again we know the cube root of 3375 is 15. As we can see, both in the LHS and RHS we obtain the same answer, that is 15. Since LHS equals to RHS, so therefore we can write that cube root of 27 into cube root of 125 is equals to cube root of 27 into 25. Then question number 9. So question number 9, that is Roman number 2. It is given to find the cube root of 3375 into 729. So as we can follow this property that we have used now in 8, that means we can separate the cube roots. So if we separate the cube roots, it will be like this. So cube root of 3375 into cube root of 729. So the cube root of this one is 15, as we already know, and the cube root of this is 9. So therefore 15 into 9 is 135. So 135 is the answer. Then question number 11. It is given that digit in units place of a cube of 47 is. That means we need to find the digit in units place. What will be a digit in the units place if we do the cube of 47? So that means we need to find only the digit in units place. When we do the cube of 47 is 47 into 47 into 47. That means in the units place we can see that 7 is multiplied 3 times. So digits in units place will be 7 into 7 into 7. If 7 is multiplied 3 times, the answer is 343. Since we only need to find the units place, so therefore the digit in the units place is 3. So therefore the answer is 3. It is given in option C. Then question number 12. The least possible value of a for which 90 into a is a perfect cube. That means we need to find the value of a. That means we need to find that value which if we multiply with 90 it will become a perfect cube. So let's do the prime factorization of 90. So the prime factorization of 90 is this one, that is 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. So that means here 1 2 is there. Again we need 2 2's to make it a group. So here 2 3's are there. So again we need 1 3 to make it a group, to complete it as a group. Again since 1 5 is there, again we need 2 5's to make it as a group. So if we multiply all this, that is 2 5's are 10, 2 5's are 10, 10 into 10, that is 100, 100 into 3, that is 300. So the answer is 300. So therefore if we multiply this with 90, we'll get a perfect cube. Since it will form a group, 3 2's will be there, 3 3's will be there, again 3 5's will be there. Therefore it will become a perfect cube. So therefore the answer is 300. That is option B, 300. Then question number 13. To find a cube root of 5 minus 10 by 27. So 5 minus 10 by 27. So let's take the LCM of this. It becomes 27. So 27 into 5, that is 135 minus 10. So that is 125 by 27. So we know the cube root of 125 is 5 and the cube root of 7 is 3. So therefore the answer is 5 by 3. So therefore the answer is 5 by 3, which is option C. Then question number 14. Question number 14, we can see that we need to find a cube root of minus 1728 plus cube root of 300 and the square root of 324. So cube root of minus 1728, that is the cube root of 1728 is 12. Since one minus sign is there, so therefore we have given one minus sign here. Plus square root of 324 is 18. As we know, 18 into 18 is 324. Therefore I asked you to remember the table for the cubes and the squares, then our calculations becomes faster. So therefore minus 12 plus 18, it is 6. So the final answer is 6. It is option B. Then question 15, we need to evaluate. Question 15, it is given to find a cube root of a square root of 0.000729 plus cube root of 0.008. Now this square root of 0.00079 we can express in fraction like this: 729 whole divided by, since how many places or decimal places are there, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, so therefore we divide it by 6 zeros. Again similarly we can convert this into fraction as 8 divided by 1000. So now square root of 729 is 27. As we know, 27 into 27 is 729, and the square root of this will be 1000 plus, then we write that is, it remains as it is, that is cube root of 8 by 1000. Now cube root of 27 is 3, we know the answer, and the cube root of 1000 is 10. Similarly the cube root of 8 is 2 and the cube root of 1000 is 10. So therefore 3 by 10 is 0.3 and 2 by 10 is 0.2. So therefore 0.3 plus 0.2 equals 0.5. So therefore this is the answer, that is 0.5. So with this we finished this chapter, that is chapter 4. In the next class we will start the 7th chapter, chapter 7, that is linear equations. So in the next class we will be discussing about linear equations, that is chapter 7. So with that we remain. Thank you.